this is the part that I get confused about when I go to try to buy light bulbs. You can look for a nice little emblem that is on some lighting from the Florida Wildlife Commission that says that it's a wildlife-friendly light bulb, but not all light bulbs have this, but we can kind of correlate it. And so on the far, this lovely diagram with insects and different colors of light, that just kind of, that's the, you look back at the slide where it said 560 nanometers or longer, that is where this is referring to. So you can see the purple and blue column, that's like 365, 430, so those are 300 and 400 nanometers, that's your blue lights. And so you can see a lot of different animals can pick up and see that light. And then the green lights are in the 500, and when we get into the yellows and the oranges and the red, that gets into that. There's less animals that can kind of, maybe there's an easy way to calculate it. I haven't found it yet, so if you have that, let me know. If you go into like Lowe's or Home Depot, you're gonna see more things like this. And if you go for 3,000 and kind of the Kevlar units to lower, that's going to get you very close to the spectrum of light that's listed in the yellow, red, and orange. It's not 100% even, but looking at that, and then here's your really bright white lights. Did I answer your question, Pam? About the lighting?
Why are car companies making those blue, awful LED lights? They're so distracting to drivers. Like
When they're coming at you, yeah.
I find them really hard. Like, why is that advantageous to? Is it just cool, or does it help? Like,
I think it, like if you're driving, it definitely makes it great for you, but then when that car's coming at you, yes, it's kind of like the deer in the headlight, right? You become the deer as you're driving your car. But you can, you might have to search a little bit more when looking for headlights, but there are kind of the lower, I guess the higher cabin scale lights still available. They're just not usually in the forefront of marketing.
So LEDs use less electricity and generate less heat. So,
Right. So
yes.
So and so that's kind of where we are, because if you think of just the evolution of conservation, you have an idea, you have research, and like this is great with lighting, with LED for energy conservation. It's less heat. We're going to save energy. One LED light bulb lasts for so long, and now that they've been out, now we're seeing some impacts to wildlife and kind of that light spectrum of light. So it's kind of that balance. So if you go back to kind of this slide here, looking at keeping it low, keeping it fully shielded, using light only where and when you need it, then that can correlate into energy savings and cost savings as well, just kind of in a different application than what you would with just going and buying an LED light bulb.
and they're starting to get more like the yellow.
With
they're
LEDs,
starting
yes.
to add that as an option
Right.
for LEDs.
Right. So yeah, it is slowly coming, but now the information that you know, there are those light choices out there, and a $10 light bulb can make a big difference with our nocturnal wildlife. And so just in conclusion, just a reminder for those of us who are night owls where we live, just the kind of, again, looking at that balance between our built environment and the natural environment, and how we all can coexist successfully, whether it's on Dewees Island or any of our neighborhoods. Looking at, we don't need to technically walk around in complete darkness, but it's a mindfulness of, getting out your red flashlight, or turning on a different lamp, or maybe closing the curtains in a certain room where people stay up late to help to protect wildlife, also protect our night sky, and then also saving energy in the process. So that is all I have for you all. I have, before I go, let me get the other presentation. presentation up, in the sweetgrass room, we have some freebies. So if you need a red flashlight to help you find your way, stop by and pick up a red flashlight. If you need a red light bulb for, maybe you want to keep a light on underneath your house or on your porch at night to help you find your way, but being mindful of your nocturnal neighbors, grab a red light for your house. Some other quick and easy fixes. I did this with my really bright golf cart headlight because sometimes those can be disorienting to me as I drive around, so I want to be a good neighbor to all of you when I pass you on the road. But I just kind of cut out a square and put it over my light. Some of you, I've heard, have had good success if you have always on solar landscape lighting along your driveway. Just cutting this and putting this over over your lights work well. My husband put these up in our yard, the always on, the motion detector solar lights. Unfortunately, you can't buy them red, but I went around and outfitted all of these in our yard. Oh, you can buy them red now. Great.
You can buy the solar light things that are red.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, and if you need any suggestions or where we got them, let me know and I'll give you a link. If you already have a flashlight, but it's not red, I have some stickers, some red filter stickers shaped like a turtle. You can pick up some stickers to retrofit your already existing flashlights. And then in our example room, we have examples of some night lights. And so if you have, people that get up in your house in the middle of the night, but you need to find your way, and instead of flipping on all the lights, we have some nice examples of amber motion sensor flashlights. I have these lining my stairs and hallway at my house as people move around, and then in the bathroom we have these red lights so you can find your way without flipping these on. And also, now this really contributes to night light pollution at night for our nocturnal neighbors, but it's something that you can do inside your house to help support your circadian rhythm and having a dark sleeping environment. But if you think about all the electronics you have that have clocks on them or red lights on your TV, and you're sleeping in the middle of the night and it looks like you got 50 things looking at you when you wake up in the middle of the night. These are kind of little shields that you can still see the clock, the timer through them. It just kind of helps to diffuse the light. And so there's little example packs, and we've outfitted some of the appliances in the suite with those so you can see how they work. And there's many more things over there, so feel free to kind of stop in and about during happy hour.